Hi, this is Susie and Ricky from Pink Diamond Guide, and just coming back to do another update with for twin flames, particularly those twin flames who are in separation and who have little to no contact with their twin and are feeling the pain of it. We don't want you sitting and suffering, so we're out here sharing our story and doing updates on the energy and reading the tarot around divine feminine and masculine for this next wave of soulmates who are working towards coming into union. And I think one of the big things that we've been reflecting on following the supermoon is, you know, the purpose of twin flames. Why are they here and what are they doing? And you know, I speak a lot about how I see twin flames as if you're walking through a jungle and everybody has to ascend, that twin flames are the ones walking through first with the machete and cutting the path. So as the planet ascends, as Mother Earth ascends, and her heartbeat raises, and you know, like over the next 10 years, ascension and spirituality is going to be mainstream. Twin flames, you guys are going first. Well, when I say you guys, I say us guys, because we include ourselves in that narrative. And it's like carving the path for those who come first. So when we're talking about mission, um, it's something that's really important to sort of comprehend, because you're not just here to fall in love with each other. You're here to do the work of the divine. And look at that underneath the deck. You're here to do the work of the divine. You are the star of the divine. And one of the conversations that we've been having, which is, I suppose, is relevant given that this is the topic that we want to talk about, is that when we first came around, when we first met each other, it was it was a very normal, and you guys would probably resonate with this. You meet your twin flame, you have this connection, this magnetic spark, but you don't start the conversation by going, "Glad to meet you. Now we're on mission." Like that comes much later in the process. And you know, like you couldn't imagine that the people that we were when we first met would be sitting here
Sitting here together
doing this with this purpose to
yeah,
help people, and
on this journey.
this joint mission. We just didn't know that about each other back then. And we've been having this discussion because the word, I said it was kind of hidden, and he goes, no, it just never was talked about. It wasn't that
Even though
anybody.
we were still getting to know each other, the question just never got
Yeah.
asked. We didn't ask about the spiritual side of things, or you know,
What do
do
you
you
know
read
about it?
tarot?
Oh my gosh, you talk to spirit too?
Yeah,
Say what? Like it just never really came up the first time we started seeing each other and started connecting. And it's interesting to reflect back on and go that, you know, was spirit deliberately withholding these parts of us from each other, that, you know, there's, I couldn't have imagined in a million years that
I would be
you
here.
would be here doing this with me, and we're on mission together helping people. And you probably looked at me like you knew I was an artist and I painted weird stuff that
Yeah,
had, but it never provoked the conversation that
a
we
little
want.
bit crazy, but as artists are,
As
you know,
artists are.
let's stick to that story. Artists are crazy.
A little bit. It's part of our charm.
Can't make this up, right?
No, you just can't. But I guess that's the thing we reflect on now, going, who would have thought that the people that we were back then would have had been through so much and understood more about what the journey is, and to get to a point now where we really want to help other people move through what we did. In, you know, yes, we did the very, you know, we could be a little bit textbook with runner and chaser and
Yeah.
having amazing connections but not being able to hold them. But you know, like I just couldn't fathom, you know, and you'd probably say about me that you just did not know this side of me existed. And
Exactly,
I
yeah.
had no idea that this side of you existed, and it wasn't until spirit was ready to reveal.
It wasn't until this last union that it would just come up in conversation. It wasn't forced. It wasn't. It was just through simple conversation that
It just all
we had
unpacked.
a common thing that
We really want to help people,
yeah
and that we have this connection to spirit that is at the at the base of how we wanted to reach out and connect. And via this joint twin flame journey and that ascension path that's attached, this is where we find ourselves on mission. And I suppose it led us to ask the question,
What?
yeah, it's like, where do you find yourself, divine feminine? Because we know, by and large, we know divine feminine is the bulk of people that we're connecting with. And we go, where do you find yourself on mission? And are those questions starting to be
What
asked?
do you think mission is?
Yeah. What
What
do
is
you
it?
perceive mission is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I
we
think
had
that should be the question.
the baseline of it.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know back then.
No.
And it wasn't until, you know, we were probably on mission independently before we came back together with ideas about wanting to help people and move forward. And then to be able to do this together. So we'd already got to that point where we were thinking about how we help people before Union came back around. And it was just that the conversations then naturally kind of went that way.
It did. It just
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's have a think about mission, especially on the other side of the supermoon energies and moving into the big retrogrades that are happening for the rest of the year with I want to say Saturn, Neptune, and Jupiter, and they've got a few interesting dances astrologically playing out in between there as well with Pisces and Neptune and clearing the fog, and I believe Jupiter and Aries have an interesting dance playing out. I'm not an astrologer. I let the astrologers do the study and I follow their updates, just to be clear. That's how I operate, is like, I'm not the expert in these fields, but I study the experts, if that makes sense. And I use their information to guide my journey and guide my path and guide my readings. So with these big shifts that are coming around, what these energy gurus tell us is that we're going to have the fog clear. The fog will clear and we will come into clarity and understand our mission. We will ascend and, be wiser and stronger and more on purpose. So let's have a look, divine feminine. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to stop shuffling. We're going to read these cards from the perspective of the divine feminine. Like I said, largely because that's who we connect with the most, and see what Spirit's got to say. Ricky's going to draw some cards for the divine masculine, and then we'll draw some divine love oracle to wrap up the reading. So, mission, Spirit. Let's talk divine feminine and mission. What have we got? Righto, go. We've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the Eight of Cups. We've got the Judgment card. This is interesting, isn't it? We've got the Justice card. We've got the Lovers. And we've got the Ten of Cups. Wow, if we are talking mission divine feminine, this is going to be a cracker of a reading. I can't wait to unpack it. On the bottom of the deck, yeah, look, Three of Swords, Ten of Wands, Six of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Oh, and again, the Magician. We got this, the Magician and the Devil. I shouldn't be digging that far down, but look, the Devil and the Magician. This is the deal. From obsession, from being obsessed with the relationship idea, trying to get yourselves into a traditional based relationship where it's, you feel the love, you feel the romance, you feel the attraction, you feel all those things. You do. But what has to happen is a transformation to understand that these connections are not about the romance. And I can't push that message hard enough. Yes, you feel all those things. And do we enjoy all those things?
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is part of our union, that we have plenty of affection and attraction and romance and all those great things are happening. But this is not what to obsess about. That's not the part of the journey to obsess about. Do you get it? Yeah, you do. But don't obsess. That's the kicker. What Spirit really wants you to do is transform, to grow, ascend, to work in hand with the divine. The Magician is about the transformation. And I know that they're sort of lower down in the deck. So it says to me, divine feminine, you're getting this. You're understanding that the purpose of having a twin flame is for an ascension journey. Now, every soul is on an ascension journey, but your soul has chosen to ascend via this twin flame journey, via understanding unconditional love. That's your purpose here. Are you a leader in moving this ascension journey through? Yes, you are. You are the one at the jungle face with your machete, carving the path for those to follow. How are you going to get there? Lose the obsession about the romance, the romantic idea of who your twin is, and transform into the divine connection that you are. Look, I haven't even got to the bottom 6. This is going to be a cracker reading. So what have we got? The next three up. This is really cool. Queen of Cups, the most love that you can feel in tarot. The Queen of Cups, she doesn't just have the Ace of Cups, she gives it, right? So here you can see you've got the Ace of Cups sitting up here above her head. The Queen of Cups doesn't just know how to feel it. She doesn't just hold the cup. She drinks from it. She gives it. She is that massive heart chakra awakening that the universe is trying to push you into. So this is unconditional love. It's self-love. It's divine love. And then finally you get to move on to romantic love once you have mastered this idea of unconditional love. 6 of Pentacles, we are giving in a fair exchange. This is about coming into balance in what love is all about. The Queen of Cups, she drinks it. There's nothing toxic about the love that she gives, and the universe wants you to understand that. How is it going to get you there? Oh, the grind. Here comes the 9 of Pentacles. The grind. It's a day-by-day process. It's getting up every day. And I use the analogy, if it's a 12-mile march, you've got to get up every day and march a mile. And if it takes you, it's not about the time it takes. It's the fact that you get up every day and you continue to move towards your destination. So Divine Feminine, where are you on your 12-mile march? Are you still sitting in a space where you're obsessing about the person and what the person's doing? Or are you in the part of the march that says you are turning lead into gold? That is what the magicians do. That is what the alchemists do. They turn this journey around. They turn it from lead into gold. They get away from the obsessive stalker energy about the person and they get on the 12-mile march. This Knight of Pentacles, like he gets up and he grinds away, and this is what Spirit is asking you to do. But to understand, what is the work? Unconditional love. Gee, what a tough gig to have to understand what universal love is. And I promise you that once you understand this and you receive it, what this person over here is doing will start to hurt you less and less and less. And it is the key to turning these connections around. This is the magic alchemy, is understanding divine love, giving it and receiving it in a balanced way, and getting up and doing the 12-mile march. Get up and march every day, Divine Feminine. Learn something new about your connection every day. Rise and ascend, because that is the kicker to turning these things around. What have we got next? The 6 of Cups. Yes, I know you're looking back over the past and you're trying to learn. This is not a bad thing, right? You're learning about your inner child wounds. Are you reflecting on past life energies? Are you reflecting on your twin flame connection? What did you learn? How did you grow? It is part of your ascension steps to know what to do with the past. And I say this relentlessly. I'm not here preaching that you need to forget about your twin flame. I'm here preaching that you need to know what to do with those energies. You need to know where to place them, and you need to know who you are as a twin. You are here to learn ascension via a twin flame journey, right? Yes, there is a romantic element. Yes, you feel a connection. Yes, there's all of those wonderful things that come out of it. But the way to get those wonderful things to stick is to do the ascension journey. And will you need to go over the past? Yes, you will. So I do get questions from Divine Feminine, and it is a big one. It's going, I just cannot not think about him. What am I supposed to do? And I say, don't not think about him, because that's counterintuitive to, if you're just going to sit yourself in a cycle of the thoughts are coming at you obsessively and relentlessly, and then you get yourself in an obsessive cycle saying, I can't stop thinking about him. That's not getting the work done on your ascension. You have to know what to do with those thoughts. Did I ever not think about Ricky? I can tell you, I thought about him all the time, but it didn't hold me stuck and bound. Did it cause me pain for a bit? Sure, but I learned not to sit in suffering. And if you just sit and only look at the pain and suffering of this Six of Cups, you're going to get stuck. And what we want to do is go, what do I need to learn about? What do I feel about these? How do I let energy move? What is this ascension journey all about? What are twin flames here to do? What is the science and the spirit and the divine? Why are they all coming together to help me understand this journey? I want to get to abundance, which is up here somewhere. I don't want to get stuck on this seat just looking at the past and getting stuck in pain. So Spirit is saying, yeah, all right, you've got pain, you've got scenarios, you're stuck thinking about it. We got to find what you need to do to take that. And it is a bit of compartmentalizing. It's a bit of brain hacking of going, I know that this is bogging my thoughts down. What am I going to do with it? And Abraham Hicks, if you ever look at the videos, they use this great analogy of the high flying disc. So if you can look on your connection and go, yes, I know this connection is mine. Yes, I know what it is. Yes, I know what it's about. While I learn what it is to be a twin flame and on journey, anytime I need to put this journey with this person somewhere, I'll put it on my high flying disc. So it's like setting it up on a shelf, like on a mantle, somewhere where you would hold something that you treasure safely, and you set it aside. You forget about the outcomes. It's not that you're not allowed to take it off the shelf and think about it when you want to. It's not that you won't feel pain. It's not that you won't get angry. It's not any of those things. But what we have to do is take control of the thoughts that keep us in obsession, right? And if we can get in charge of the thoughts that keep us in obsession over the past, we can use what we've been through to do our ascension journey. Here, this is what they're talking about. Look at these next two cards, and these are the two cards that will bring you to the next phase. They really are. The Ten of Wands. The universe wants you to be able to set your burden down, right? What is your burden? Those three knives through the heart. How long do you want to carry this divine feminine? How long do you want to carry it before you get on mission? Spirit is saying we're at the 10. Look, take a knee, take a rest, put the burden down. It's not, look, he hasn't dropped it on the ground, right? He's just given it a place where he can rest under the weight of it. This is what you've been through, Divine Feminine. And the universe knows it's the motivating factor for you to be able to make that ascension journey. Do you want to sit in pain relentlessly? No, Spirit wants you to feel it. Look at the size of this person. Look at the size of the heart energy. If that represents a heart, look at the size of the heart space. Look at the size of the person. Look at the size of the swords that went through it. To move you from being stuck here thinking about the past and this pain, Spirit wants you to feel it. Where are you feeling these swords in your heart? If I mention your twin flame's name to you right now, if I knew all of their names and I said them out loud to your face right now, you're gonna feel the pain somewhere. Is it in your gut? Is it in your heart? Is it in your throat, your chest? Where does the pain sit? Because that is where you got to get the energy to move. It's getting stuck somewhere. The reason you're obsessing about it is because it's getting stuck somewhere. So Spirit's saying, I want you to feel the pain. I want you to feel it to heal it. If you got to cry, cry. If you got to scream, scream. Punch a pillow, then punch a pillow. You got to get the energy to move. Spirit wants you to move the pain. Feel the pain to heal it. Right? So that when you do think about your twin, it serves you, not keeping you stuck, not keeping you burdened. We don't want you burdened. We want you to alchemize. We want you to move from lead into gold so that you get to experience this, right? The 12-mile march every day. Get up and do it because we want to experience divine love, self-love, twin flame love. You want it all. Trust me. And this is the journey. The pain, yes. The suffering, no. Let's get you past that and into ascension so that you can move forward. What is Spirit putting against you right now? To get tenacious. Look at this. This is a very defensive energy. The universe is saying, I want you to dig in. If this is a 12-mile march, you need to realize that you've marched, what? He's got 8 swords, so he's got 6 swords behind him, 7. So let's go, it's a 7-mile march, and you've gone 6 of the miles, and he's saying, righto, here's the 7th mile, pick it up and work. What I need you to do is understand that the last mile is the biggest. It's the challenge. It's the push. And I know that you're feeling defensive. I know that you just want to quit. I know that you're done. I know that you want this pain to stop and you want your twin to come back. How are you going to bring these unions about? You're going to get tenacious. You're going to march that last mile as if your last breath depended on it. This is the work. This is the tough stuff. This is the work of the Knight of Pentacles. He gets up and he grinds every single day, knowing that the goal that he has in mind is going to come to him if he gets up every day and does the work. So what is Spirit putting upon you now? Some very defensive, tenacious, resilient energy. There's the divine behind you. Look at the sun. See the beams of the sun shining down upon you. You've got the divine at your back. You have the will of a twin flame soulmate standing at the edge of the path, ready to carve it down. Imagine that's a machete even. There you are with your machete carving the path, ready for others to walk in front of you. And I tell you, twins, this is the year that these soulmate unions are coming online. This is why we're pushing this work so hard, because the next 10 years, Ascension is going to be mainstream. Spirituality is going to come online in a big way. And who's going to be leading the pack with the divine at their back? Twin flames. You guys are going to teach about what mission is all about. You're going to be showing the way. And how are you going to teach this stuff? The same way Ricky and I are sitting here, because we had to get up and do the 12-mile march every day to understand who we were and what we were about. And like we were just saying in the introduction, we had no idea when we met that this was what the mission was, is to get up and help people.
Right.
Help people ascend, help them understand the divine, help them understand spirit. Had no idea the tenacity that would be required to enjoy the fun stuff about being together. Holy moly, like with the tenacity and the resilience and the having to get up and have another go round and go, all right, we've come back together, but we still don't know what we're really doing. So we fall apart again. Like we've said in previous readings, if you watch our previous readings, we say connection between us is easy. We can spend all day and it's just easy.
Holding that connection, maintaining that connection.
It was hard, which was crazy.
Yeah, it still is.
Really? Are you running away?
No,
No, but we got to get up and do the work every day. Yeah, that's your point. Hey,
yes.
It's like we still work. We're still very tenacious.
We're not running.
We're not. Yeah, that's our thing. If this is you and me, and this, it's like that wand there is you and me saying we don't run. It's a different tenacity to what we had to get to this point, but it still is. We're still part of that march to help the greater population ascend. And our kicker now is that we got to a point where we know how to work this together. We might be standing in the seven of wands with joint tenacity, and this is why we're reaching back, because we know right now, divine feminine, you need to find that tenacity within yourself. But look, this divine is with you, and we're with you. We're cheering you on, and we make it really, really clear. If you want to reach out and talk to us, we are on Facebook at Pink Diamond Guide. You can message us through there. Find us even on our personal pages, and we are more than happy to have conversations. And shout out to all of our lovely friends who we've got to know and having a chat with. It's we really want to help. So this tenacity, we see it, we know it, we understand it, we live it. So this is us saying we see you. Okay, how are you showing up in the world? I love this for you, divine feminine. Look, the 8 of Cups. Look at this ascension path. You with your tenacity, walking up this ascension staircase. And like I represent this in this card as having the quantum sea either side of you, right? Here you are climbing this ascension staircase. Here are the cups. Where the pain is held. Is this the things that you're holding in your energy? Where is that three of swords that's in here somewhere? I swear to you, one of those cups looks like this. At least one of those cups looks like this. I bet another cup looks like this even, right? So these are big energies that are held in that Eight of Cups. And what Spirit is asking you to do is to climb the Ascension staircase, find this place where these energies are being held for you. So where is the pain being held? And what we want to do is feel them, like I said before, cry, punch, kick, scream, as long as you're doing it in a healthy way, to get those energies to move. Every emotion that you're feeling is just an energy, and it wants to move. If it's a low vibe energy, you don't want that stuck. It will hold you down and it will keep you in suffering. Pain is part of this journey. It's well acknowledged that separation causes pain, but moving through your ascension journey is what gets you out of suffering. Now, make your way up this path. Find where these points of pain are and return them to the quantum so you get that energy moving. And once that energy has moved from your body, the kicker to that is it's now a void space, and we want to fill it with gratitude, which is the frequency with which the universe can create best. The frequency of neutral is where it can create best. And if you're going to stay in pain, divine feminine, the next part of your journey will be very, very difficult to manifest. The universe creates from the point of neutral. So if this is, I use this on my wrist because I wear it as a reminder. The universe creates from here. If you swing too far out on this tangent, say that's your positive, or you swing too far out on this tangent and it's your negative, the universe cannot create your next chapter because this is its creation point neutral. You can get there easily and readily. The frequency of that is gratitude. Get there as quick as you can. Learn as much as you can to be grateful for on the journey, so you don't sit out here on this tangent. Look, you want to sit on the Three of Swords out here on this tangent. You are not going to create from that point. You're going to create from here. So as quick as you can, get back to gratitude. How do you do that? You empty these cups, you return them to the quantum sea, you feel them to heal them, and you replace them with the energy of gratitude. Are you doing this, divine feminine? Yes, you are. Look, I love this. This is great. The judgment card in the soul space. Right. If this is your ascension staircase and we're on a 12-mile march, you're there. You're face to face with the divine. And I know that when I felt this energy in my soul space, I am the first to admit to you that I raged against the divine. I raged for all the crap I'd been through. Because it wasn't just, and you'll probably acknowledge this in your own lives, it's not just your twin flame that causes you to rage at the divine. It's not. It's everything that goes on around you. It's like you can't get your life together on this front. Maybe your house falls through, or your car breaks down, or for me, I was dealing with dodgy business partners as well. And, like there was this bucket load of crap. Worldly things. Just crap. Really tough shit. And I'm here going face to face with the divine. And I'm going, I'm learning so much. I'm growing so much. I'm doing everything you ask of me. What more could you possibly want me to learn, to know, to grow through? How much further do you want me to ascend before I understand what it is you demand of me? And here it is. It's like, here's this, he's going, just keep taking these few steps, keep ascending, keep ascending, keep ascending. And you're eyeball to eyeball with the divine. You're in pain and you're suffering and you're raging. And the divine says, I find you in good favor. You're doing great. Keep going, keep coming closer, keep working towards it. And this is why I drew the judgment card this way, is because this is how I felt when I was facing judgment with the divine, whether I was truly on this path of being a twin flame and am I ascending. So I drew it as like, before I really got to true understanding, I still felt like I had the last part of the staircase to go. So I do feel like this is very consistent with what's going on, particularly in the energies around the supermoon that have just gone on, and then we've got these big retrogrades that are going to play out at the end of the year. So universally, the push is to get you to that final place where you feel the love of the divine, and when you come into understanding of what self-love with the divine is. And what I love is they've brought the Queen of Cups through as the push underneath the universe. So for mine, the Queen of Cups really does express this idea of the most love that you can feel, and the most love that you can feel is from the divine. Is it manifest in your twin flame? Absolutely. Absolutely, but first understand it between you and the divine. Um, and this work that you've got left to do between you and the divine feels close to coming to some kind of a climax, because this was me. I get it. I get it. There can be anger, there can be happiness, there can be sadness. There's a bucket load of feelings that can come down in this judgment card. But the divine says, I find you in good favor. Keep walking, keep coming up the staircase. You're nearly there. What is your challenge? Right? Justice. Is to feel like you haven't been ripped off. Exactly what I was saying. Here you are in judgment, and pleading your case for why there should be some level of mercy for you, for all the work that you've done and everything that you've been through. And like, come on, divine. Like, when is the end? When do I get there? And it's like, now you're here and you're going, and the divine says to you, I find you in good favor, keep climbing. And you go, how the crap is that justice? You're going to make me climb again and again and again and again and again. How is that justice? I'm done. And it does feel like it's inept when the divine says to you, keep climbing, even though you've done so much work. So it might be that you feel like you're due your reward, but it hasn't arrived yet. And Spirit is saying, we acknowledge that. We acknowledge that you've walked a really long way and that you're due your reward. You just have you have more steps in front of you. And are they challenging? Yes, they are. And we are so here to support you and cheer you on. You know why? Because the advice from Spirit is you are a twin flame. Look, the divine lovers come in as the advice from Spirit. So here you are in judgment with the divine, and rage if you want to rage, hug them if you want to, whatever you want to express in your soul space in this judgment energy. The divine goes, we know you're a twin flame. Are you in pain? We know you're a twin flame. Are you struggling with obsessive energies? We know you're a twin flame, right? So this comes through, like, and the lovers card, like in tarot, those of you who know it well, will understand that the lovers is the major arcana version of soulmate connections, and then we've got the Two of Cups, which is the minor arcana. So if we're looking at this major arcana, there's a lot more that needs to be unpacked. It does come as a card connected to decisions also. So free will is a powerful motivating factor. And we can look back at the lovers as the original tale of Adam and Eve, and where they were tempted by things outside of the divine to put them out of Eden, to put them out of their paradise, to put them out of that joy of being together and having, you know, this peaceful, wonderful life in paradise that was promised upon them. And the only thing they were asked not to do is to eat from the tree of knowledge, or to take a bite of that apple. So here we go. If the devil has arrived here and the lovers have arrived, the devil is that voice in your ear saying, don't follow the divine, follow me. Free will, you know, the world is offering all of these things, all of these places that you can put your attention on, other than your ascension journey, which is designed to get you into your divine union. So as advice from Spirit, it's like, for mine, it says the divine knows what you're going through. The divine knows the struggles, it knows the pain, it knows that this can descend into suffering, but it also knows that you have got what it takes to succeed on this journey. You are a twin flame, and not everybody chooses a twin flame path for their soul's ascension. They can choose other versions of ascension, but you, if you're watching this and this message is resonating with you, the divine says, yes, you are a twin flame. Your mission is to help the planet ascend in vibration, so that everybody gets to live with more joy, more love, more harmony. But how do you get there? The path is vicious. It's hard. There is pain. There is separation. You're here to understand separation and oneness. That is the kicker of it. You're here to understand that even though you're separated, you are one. You are one with the divine. You are one with your twin. That's the whole kicker of you being here, and how you get through ascension. Does it take a bucket load of tenacity and fight and understanding? Does it take going toe to toe with the divine at times to truly understand what the path is all about? Yes. You are a twin flame, and it is a big journey, and it's full with plenty of landmines that can trip you up. But essentially, you'll know what to do. You listen to the divine, you follow the path, you learn, you grow, and the outcome is love. Love. The most true love you'll ever know. Divine love. This cup is not toxic. This cup is the truth. This cup is the most love you'll ever know. And twin flames will drink from that cup. Do the work, twins. Do the work, because look what the outcome is. Right? Right. See this? You've got your divine lovers who run the gauntlet. These guys run the gauntlet. But what is the outcome? The Ten of Cups. And here it's like a representation of, I've done it in this one as like a quantum rainbow, the black and white of the universe creating everything that you need. And in the traditional Ten of Cups in the Rider-Waite, there's a rainbow there. And I always connect that to, I do use biblical references at times. And one I love is that the rainbow is that God will never flood the world again. So he will never have to take such bold divine action to clear up humanity again. This time, he sent twin flames. He sent twin flames to carve the path, to show people how it's done, to show them how to live with the divine, how to manifest from the quantum sea, and how to live in joy and abundance as a divine couple should. That's your likely outcome, twins. So if we're on mission, it is, yes, you've got to run the gauntlet, but the outcome is a bucket load of good stuff. Righto, divine masculine. What have you got for me, Ricky? First up, the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, look at this. The Queen of Pentacles comes in as a, I do want to say it's like a divine balancing in this circumstance. And it is about getting to work, and it is about understanding divine nature. The Queen of Pentacles is connected to nature, and she is nurturing, but she cares about luxury as well. So she is very connected to the earth plane, and she gets about her business feeling quite abundant. I feel like it's a really look at this, look at the difference in the energy from the feminine and the masculine. Like, this is a very masculine energy, isn't it? It's very action oriented, resilience and grit and carving a path and moving forward. And here we've got a very she's very serene and settled, feminine energy for the divine masculine. I'm just really feeling that polarity and going, do you feel the shift, divine feminine? It's like, do you feel the shift in the balancing of the energies, that divine masculine is moving into a different vein of operation? Is this still very connected to the earth plane? Yes, it is. Absolutely. Am I seeing big divine cards yet? No. But what I love is the balancing here. The divine masculine balancing in the feminine with the feminine in the masculine. What have we got as how they're showing up? See, if that's the push from the universe, look how he shows up in the reality. He's showing up as if he's got it all sorted out, right? He's got all of his 9 cups, they're all flowing over, wishes fulfilled. This is the ideal that he's showing everyone. But look at this character. I can't get over it. For someone who's got all of their blessings, who's acting like they've got it all together, he's pretty grumpy looking, eh? It's like, that's not a relaxed stance. He's got his arms folded, and his legs are very, like, that's not relaxed. That's not serene. That's not feeling like you've had all your wishes brought to you. So to me, he's showing up in the world as perhaps he's got all his blessings. I get the feeling he's snapping at people, though. Like, it just feels like a very narky energy. I can't help but do that. And in my version of the 9 of Cups, it's much more serene, and it's much more truly feeling like there's blessings, where if this is how he's showing up in the world, if this is how he's showing everyone, perhaps he's telling everyone that he's got everything that he wants, and that perhaps he's in a situation that, if he's in another connection or with somebody else or in a job or in a scenario that keeps him away from your connection, he's telling everybody that it's making him really happy and he'll stay with what he's got. His cups runneth over. But look how happy he looks about it. He's probably taken people's heads off. I just feel that and I don't always read this card this way. It's just really striking me that we're drawing it for divine masculine, and it just feels cranky. Sorry. Okay, what have we got in the soul space? Oh, yeah, look. I like this too. Ace of Pentacles. See this here? We've got the balancing of the push from the universe against the divine masculine is the Queen of Pentacles. So it is bringing in this feminine energy to to work on what the divine has in store. And here the divine is really planting the seed, aren't they? See this? You can actually see it as a divine hand coming down from the clouds and going, this is the work I want you to do. They're actually putting it into the soul space. And what I want to say to you, divine feminine, is this is probably where you were way back when you actually had that seed plant in your mind that this journey was taking place. And I think Ricky and I would openly admit that we've had different, we're at different phases of the journey, and probably it woke up more for me first.
Yeah,
and that
definitely.
that like I if you look at it this way, this is probably where we felt is that I'm raging at the divine because I'm feeling like I'm coming to conclusions, and Ricky's going, say, what is this all about? And then
head over there, cranky.
Yeah, you've never looked like that ever, have you? Going, oh, all these blessings, what do I do with them? But so we've definitely been here, where it's like we've both understood that there's some bigger push to help people and that we're meant to be in service to people. But were we in the same place at the same time? I'm going to say a resounding no, until now.
Yeah.
Until now. What have we got as a challenge? Oh, we've got him feeling out in the cold. Look, can you imagine? Oh, this can I laugh? I shouldn't.
Go on, you can do it. You can do it.
So the divine is saying, come on, divine masculine, come walk with me. I'm going to put you on mission. Here is your mission from me, with which you are going to ascend, and you're going to help humanity move into the next chapter of evolution, connected to this relationship that you have with your divine feminine. What? You're giving me all these blessings? Gee, that makes me happy, right? So it's like this story comes through, and then how does he find himself out in the cold? I don't understand. I do not understand how you can tell me I'm supposed to be feeling love and affection, but I have these, these heartbreak feelings. You're telling me I'm supposed to be feeling this Queen of Cups energy. What is this? I'm supposed to be feeling love and affection, but you're telling me that the reason that I'm going through it is because I'm on some big mission for the divine. Yeah, that doesn't feel like it makes sense. And it makes him feel like a little out in the cold from the truth. So he might feel like he's disconnected from who he is as a person, disconnected from what this bigger picture story is, and it makes him feel disconnected from you. Because if it's triggering his energy of going, all of my blessings lay with the divine feminine, and this path of the divine, this mission that's being put upon me, is these things are all interconnected with each other, but I don't understand what they are. That's going to leave them feeling a little bit out in the cold, and it's going to be hard to reach across to you and go, please explain, what is this all about, right? So that makes a bit of sense to me why these energies are coming out like this. It's going, the push is against them. I feel like that call is waking up, and they might even be curious. They might even be looking back over to you, and the reverse runner chaser scenario might start to begin, where they're very, very curious about what you're doing and want to start asking questions. But it's a challenge to do so. They feel out in the cold, like you've forgotten about them, like you've left them behind, and there's no way that you'd ever be coming back. So that's a tough energy to bounce back from. Hey.
Yes.
Yes. So what have we got as the advice for the divine masculine? The moon. Oh, look at this. Listen to spirit. The supermoon, we've just had this supermoon, and it's the things that are revealed under the moon, the things that we can't see, the mysteries, the challenges. And I like this in this moon when I'm talking twin flames. I look at these really strong structures. They could be an 11, they could be a masculine, they could be a feminine, they could be two split particles. And if I get on my split particle bandwagon and go, Here's divine masculine. Here's divine feminine. What's in between them? The void, right? And then look at the water. This is the divine. This is the divine. And all of these secrets. Dogs are loyal. They howl at the moon. They get upset when it's a full moon. There's all of these mysteries still to be discovered that make you feel like you're going crazy. People go crazy under the moon. So here we've got this force of the unknown. And divine feminine, if you've moved away from your divine masculine, if you've turned your back, if you've gone, I'm going to, here's the past, but I'm going to pull myself away, and you've left this void between you, that's where the divine can create. See this? This is the bit of entanglement that's between you all. Like the forces that are being applied upon you from the divine. What affects one is going to affect the other. Where does the divine create from? The void. See how you're connected in between. If this is you in your vessels, scooped up from the quantum sea, and what connects you all is the entanglement in between. And see the forces, the mysterious forces that are being applied upon you. And right now we've got a supermoon that will be affecting you whether you like it or not. The forces from this supermoon are as big as we're going to feel all year. And it will help ascend. It will help people grow. And if you're going to do it, and you are connected by the divine to your counterpart, both of you are going to feel the effect of the forces upon the void. So spirit's advice, and look at this, if we've got it, you've got the divine connection there as well. So this came through for divine feminine. Yes, you are a twin flame. Divine masculine, I am applying forces on you so that you start to trigger the mystery of what is this mad connection that goes on between these two vessels, these two particles, these two people. Okay, so that's a cool message from, and what have we got as a likely outcome? The Magician. Oh, good call. That's it. That's awesome. Ricky's drawn the Magician as our final card, and we've got what is the likely outcome is there's transformation, and you had that in under the deck here too, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've got the Magician. Yeah, look. So we had that as the push. You know, it was low down in that deck, but I felt really compelled to grab it. So look at this, and the divine masculine has got the likely outcome is transformation too. So you're already there. You know, this force is being applied upon you, but look, you're way up that ladder. You're eyeballing the divine for answers. You're not at the starting line. Look at divine masculine. He's at the starting line of being offered mission by the divine. He's still figuring that out. But what is the likely outcome? We got the Ten of Cups and we got the Magician. These connections transform. Take it from us. They transform. There's no way when we first connected that either of us would have thought that we were on any kind of mission together, let alone one for the divine. So if you're sitting there, divine feminine, going, there's no way in the world my masculine is going to wake up to this mysterious push that comes from the divine that's being applied to this mystery force that sits between us in the void, and he's going to transform. There's no way, Susie, you're crackers. Well, I'm sitting here to tell you that it does happen. This happens. These transformations happen. How do they get there? You're a twin flame, and the divine will keep pushing you to do the work until you lay down the burden and you move through the pain. You let go of the obsession where our devil was. You let go of the obsession and you transform. You did it, divine feminine. Where is it? Magician. Look, divine love. You transformed. You did it. You figured out what the journey was because the divine pushed you. Here, look, you, them, the divine in between you. The force comes down from the universe. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to transform too. It's a thing. It's going to happen. What have we got from the bottom of the deck? Over here?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, righto. Yeah, look, see? The push. Get on mission, divine masculine. Get on mission. And where is the divine coming to suggest this information? In the dream space. And again, we will reinforce that came through for us mightily in while we were in separation. The dream space was alive and well, and it was where we first reconnected after a long separation. It was where the divine started to tell us, hey, there's more to this story. You need to get back and figure out the rest of it. The dream space.
So the reconnection started.
Fully.
Yeah.
Fully in the dream space. So here for the divine masculine, could he be dreaming about you and dreaming about what this mission or the beginnings of it? I want to say, like, he might not get the full picture, but there's some kind of push from the divine happening to tell you, you are in the world for me, divine masculine. You are in the world to do what I need you to do. You are here to make this transformation so that you can walk with your divine counterpart and raise the vibration. You've got to lead the way. Together, you two work together on mission to make these changes for the planet. Under here, did we draw the Queen of Cups? We did. Look, another repeating message. And the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, look. Are you for real? Talk about repeating messages. Holy dooly, you just can't make that stuff up. That's insane. The Queen of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Guess what? Guess what? This is mission. This is mission. The Queen of Cups is the most love that you're going to feel. It's the divine love, and it is the love for the people and the love for the planet. Just this is the purest version of love that you're going to know. Divine feminine and masculine. Get up every day and do your 12-mile march. Is your 12-mile march looking like he is at the moment? No. No. If he's at the beginning of the 12 miles and you're at the 11-mile marker, it's different. But are you both doing it? Yes. I'm going to say that's a resounding yes. Look at that. And then you've got the Queen of Cups, both of you, the most love that you can feel for another person because it's a divinely inspired love. You can drink from this cup. The water that the Queen of Cups offers will sustain you for. Oh, I'm blown away that came out. And what's the final card? The Six of Wands. I'm so ready to just throw a parade for divine masculine. Come join the party. Seriously, you are so welcome at the table so that we can all get on mission together and carve the way for those who are going to follow us. I'm so excited at that outcomes. That's one of the best readings we've done for these connections, looking like they've hit that tipping point. And how balanced is this? Oh, I'm blown away. I'm blown away. That is so balanced for you both to have the same force from the universe at the same time towards bringing unions on board. Are they different? Yeah. Oh, look how different they are. Divine feminine, you're way up here. Divine masculine is here, but it's happening. That's so cool. Righto. Let's wrap this up. I know I'm pumped, right? Let's do some divine love oracles. Who are you going to draw for today?
I'll do the masculine.
You do the masculine? Let's draw one for the feminine. Let's have a look. What have we got? Let's draw one for the feminine. There you go. I've drawn divine knowledge. Yeah, look. I ain't kidding, divine feminines. This is it. This is toe-to-toe with the divine and figuring out the last mile of the march. This is where really, intense knowledge hits you. And I want to say, after the supermoon, I feel like I just got hit with this, like, intensely. And I just had to lie down. It was just like, information was just coming at me like thick and fast. I was getting all sorts of information about, what was it, pathfinders and
stints.
The sextant from like a sailing ship, and so it's about navigation and moving forward and cutting a path, and it's like this divine knowledge was just raining and numbers just being thrown at me. So I wouldn't be surprised at all at the moment, divine feminine, if this is coming at you thick and fast in the wake of those supermoons and in these retrograde energies. So that one doesn't surprise me at all. Divine knowledge is, stuff you just can't make up. It's like a download that will be edified out in the real world, and there's no way you can know this stuff. It's like, how do I know what I know, and how does that message come around? And it won't always be connected to your twin. This is about understanding the journey. This is about knowing why you're here and what's about to happen. This is how I know the next 10 years is going to be pivotal for spiritual people, because the divine puts this stuff, it gives me these messages, and then I go out into the world and I have these messages edified, and it says, push forward, Susie, you've got to give this message. Connect with Ricky. You two have got to work together. All of this stuff came about from spaces that I didn't understand, right? And like I said, we did not know we'd be doing this together when we first met. I just thought he was just like hot, and this was fun, and this was awesome. Who would have known we'd be here? But we are. Divine knowledge, it's a powerful thing, divine feminine. Taking a what have we got for this? Is for divine masculine?
Yes, it is.
Rest. Oh, true. Interesting. I'm surprised that this one comes. Oh, no, I'm not. Now I get it. Straight up, because you got that here. Look. I'm going to take it this way. I reckon that his dream space is being affected. See that? At first I saw rest and I thought the divine masculine has to rest. And I'm going, that doesn't make sense, because he got told to get to work. That doesn't make sense. He got told to get to work. Why is he resting? And I suppose I'm going to look at it different. Instead of, I'm just going to take that word away and go, when he sleeps, there's, this is when
being done.
It's being done, yeah. He might be getting messages and downloads and, look, divine knowledge. Because I certainly know that that's happening to me in my rest spaces. How about you? Are you getting affected in your sleep? Feel like information is hitting you?
Eyes, no.
Oh, yeah, you were saying that the other night, weren't you? That you were being hit really hard with... Yeah, that going... I'm going to suggest that that's what this message is about. So divine feminine, is something happening to your divine masculine? Is the other side of the journey kicking over? I'm going to say a resounding yes. He's getting to work. Does he know what it's about yet? Probably not. Is it making him a little bit grumpy? Yes. Probably. But it's happening. All right, let's draw one. Do you want to draw one for the connection?
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
Let's see what's in between. This one?
Oh.
Yeah, look, I'm not surprised, because we drew that one. Where is it? This energy, is it in here somewhere? Look, this, broken, right? This has to be resolved, and it's on both sides of the coin. So like I said, can you imagine that here's you, look at the size of this heart, look at the size of the swords through it. Does it leave you feeling like you're never going to see a sunny day? Yes, it does. Look, I can't even hold the card, I dropped it. Does it feel like you'll never resolve this pain? Does it feel like you're on a road to nowhere, that the sun will never shine on you again? It does. But it is this pain that propels you forward. If you did not feel the pain, you would not do the work. The negatives and the positive is where this journey, it's what pushes you to ascend. It's what pushes you to understand the mission of why you're here. So the pain does serve you. I know it sucks to sit in it. And when the pain becomes suffering, it is just truly, truly a burden. Spirit saying, we want you to put the burden down. And we want you, how do we want you to move through the journey now? We want you to understand you are a twin flame. And as a twin flame, there's a job to do. And the job is knowledge. The job is understanding. What's the reward? The reward is everything you're dreaming of. All the fun, all the laughter, all the romance, all the joys that you know that your connection is about. That is your reward, but it's not your focus, okay? You want to get out of this space? You've got to end this space. The obsession, any stalking that you're doing, anything that is leaving you just going, I'm never going to see daylight again. I'm so broken by this journey. I can't get myself to the next phase. Lay down the burden. Lay down the burden. We're here to help. If you're really suffering, reach out to us and we'll do everything we can to be a helping hand. And on that note, this is where I will wrap it up, because we know we're connecting with plenty of people in this space. So if you do want to reach out to us, we're on Facebook and Instagram at Pink Diamond Guide. So look us up. Feel free to send us a personal message. We're more than happy to connect via Messenger, or even here on YouTube. Leave us a message if you want to reach out. We'd really love to help. We want to help as many people as we can. So I don't want to hold broken and say this. I want to hold this one. Like, share, and subscribe if you like the way we deliver information, because this is what we want to get out to people.
Yes.
Divine knowledge. We seriously, anyone who's sitting in this space, we want to give you this as what we know so far, and we're not claiming to be experts by any stretch. We're sharing what we know about what got us back into union, and we want to reach as many people as we can who are suffering. So if you could like, share, and subscribe, we'd appreciate it heaps, and reach out to us. Absolutely, definitely, we'd love to talk to you.
Always happy to help, and yeah, just keep clicking that like button.
Yeah, so we can reach
Yeah.
more people. Hey,
Share
it so we can reach more people. That's we're talking about. We started this journey, this reading today, by going, what is mission all about? And Ricky and I have come to understand pretty clearly our mission, is to help people.
Help people.
And what does it look like right now? It looks like reaching out to other twin flames and sharing what we know.
Sharing our divine knowledge.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it from us for now. Till we talk to you again, and we truly hope that we get to. Take care of you in faith, hope, and love. It's bye for now.